Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back again to our channel. For people that don't know, my name is Enes. I'm working for you. So if you have any questions, any video requests, make sure to drop them below in a comment. I will be happy to make a video for you. And for people that do know, welcome back. Please bear witness with that because I made over 200 videos on Shopify customizations, and they were mostly requested by you guys. And I know some people not even subscribers, but I'm fine with that. I still make the video for them. So don't hesitate, man. If you have any questions or any video requests, just drop me a comment below. I would be happy to provide you with the information you need or even make a video for you. And yeah, you don't have to subscribe, or maybe now you should consider doing so, because if you don't, you lose. Now it's a very different chapter on this channel. I usually share small customizations, but now we'll be sharing complete widgets and sections, highly customizable to make your Shopify store very professional without having to pay for those expensive teams or hiring those expensive developers, or even worse, paying for those monthly subscription applications just so you can have a widget or a section or a functionality. Or I give you a better deal, scroll down to the channel, check out the videos and sections I'm sharing, and I'll let you be the judge, and I'll respect your decision. But for now, let me fulfill one of the most requested videos on my channel, which is how to add the wishlist system on your Shopify store, just like you have a fully functional paid applications on your Shopify store without using any applications this time. And yes, it's completely free, no pay please, nothing like that. The only thing I'm asking you is please hit that like button and drop me a comment. Any comment, just drop me a comment and hit that like button. I would really appreciate it, because what I'm about to share with you in this video, you will not find it anywhere else. It's a fully functional wishlist system with the icon on the header. I think you already see it, with the icon in the header, with a button on the product card, and a floating button as well, and you can enable or disable that. Without any more talking, let me show you how it looks like. Let me show you how to implement it. And again, we will do this very simple. The only thing you will need is copy and paste, copy and paste. So you know how to do that, right? Copy and paste is very easy. So you can do that even if you're like 5 years old, and I'm sure you're not. Without any more talking, let's just jump to it. As you can see, by the way, this is Shopify down theme. So I always start with completely new theme, nothing on it. And each video I add small customizations. But video 70 or 60, the theme will be completely different. But now, because it's different chapter, I think I reached that level halfway. Because, for example, check out this all-in-one reviews carousel that will show reviews from multiple sources: Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Etsy, all in one place. And it's fully filterable. If I click on Google, it will only show me the reviews from Google, and so on for Facebook or Amazon or Etsy. Or even better, check out this recent sales notification, as you can see, that will show you sales on your Shopify store by using your own custom code, and it's highly customizable. You can customize the behavior for it, for who to show up to, and how long it stays open, and the intervals between each notifications, and many more options, as well as the colors and so on. And yeah, all of this without using a single application. But what I'm about to show you in this video, you see the heart icon on the header, as you can see, this one right here. Oops. Oh, you know those pop-ups that shows up once you're trying to close the page or leave? That's exactly what you witness right now, because this is an abandoned cart pop-up reminder that will show up only when the user trying to close the page. It actually tracks the mouse cursor. Once it detects the user is going to close the page or going to another page, then it will show up. And yeah, by using your own custom code, and this was triggered right now because the mouse cursor reached here, just like I want to close the page or access something else, then it will show up. But what I was trying to show you is this little icon in here. This is a wish list. Of course, you can add the option wish list on the menu in here if you want, but this is an icon for the wish list, and if I clicked on it, it will take me to the wish list page, and you can see the product that I have in the wish list, and the products have the cart icon. If I click on it, it will add the product to the cart. Let me check that out. Here it is. It added the product to the cart. And there is also the close icon if I want to remove this product from the cart, as you can see. And there is the button, of course, for the view products with the price and title, and also it's interactive, as you can see. Once I hover on each one, it's interactive and so on. So this is a fully functional. Let me show you the product page. And this is the widget that will user have to click on to add it to the wish list. And as you can see, it shows the heart and it's in the wish list because I already added. And this is the floating button, as you can see, is interactive, and you can disable or enable that if you don't want to show it. And for example, if this product I did removed it from the wish list, yeah, and I get back in here, this is how it will show up. Add to wish list. Once I click on it, it says in wish list, and the heart is red, just like yours on mine. That was a good joke, right? So let me quit talking and show you how to implement all of this. And it's very simple, as you can see. The only skill you'll need is copy and paste, Control C and Control V if you are using Windows. So the next thing you're going to do, or actually the first thing I'm going to do, is reload the page because I already removed all of this. As you can see, oh, this one is still here. Okay, let me reload the page again. Ah, it's gone now. So let me show you step by step how to do all of that, at the icon on the header and also at the button and this functionality and so on. So the first thing you're going to do, or the first thing both we're gonna do, is access Shopify dashboard. That's very simple. After that, click on online store, then click on themes. Then after that, click on the three dots to left of customize and click on edit code. Because as I said, we will not use any application, we will use our own custom code. And the next thing we're going to do is, you see this folder right here where it says templates. As you can see, simply click on the button below it, or if it's not expanded like this, simply click on it to be expanded, then click on add new template, then click on select template type, then click on page, just like this, and select the option liquid and name the page wish list. Just like you see, that's very simple now. Click on done, and after that you will see an empty section. In here we need to paste in the code that the developer will give you after you pay him and wait 24 hours. No, you don't have to do that. Simply scroll down the description box and you will see a link, my website. Click on it and it will take you to this website right here, and scroll down, then click on this button, then download a zip file. A zip file that will have 3 or 4 files actually. Yeah, 4 files. They will have 3 .liquid files and 1 CSS file. Actually, let me show you how it looks like. So yeah, this is the folder and this is the file. You will see custom-liquid-wishlist.liquid and wishlist-icon.css and wishlist-section.css and wishlist-template.liquid. God damn, it's confusing. Anyway, you see? So no worries, we will go step by step. The first one is template. As you can see, we did create a template. So simply open this with any text editor. This file, open it with any text editor, just like I did. Let me drag this here so you can see. As you can see, then copy the whole code inside it, as you can see, just like I did. Then get back in here and simply paste it in here. That's very simple, right? Then click on save. Wait for a couple of seconds. Now it's saved. The next step is the section. You see this folder right here where it says sections. Simply click on it, then click on add new section. Then it will show you this prompt right here where you can name the section again, and simply name it wishlist, just like you see, and click on done, and it will create again another file, but this time it will create some code by default. Make sure to remove the whole code in here, remove the whole thing, and now we need the second file in here, which is the section, and name it each file accordingly so you don't get confused. As you can see, it says section, wishlist section. Open again this one with any text editor. Let me drag this again and copy the whole code inside it, right? That's very simple. Then simply paste it in here. Simple. Click on save button. Now it's saved. The next step is we need to add the CSS code. And to do that, simply use the search bar instead. Do not have to look for it. Use the search bar, and again, depends on what team you're using. Most of the free teams will have base.css. So it's gonna be either base.css or team.css or style.css or custom.css. But mostly they use base. So I'm gonna try base. Here it is, base.css. Click on it. And by the way, this code I will be sharing today will work on every Shopify team because it's standalone, doesn't follow any structure or anything like that. So whatever you're using, paid teams or free teams, it will work for you just fine. The next thing we need to do, we need to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the file. Here we go. And in here, we need to create, in case there is no space, click front of the last thing, which is in my case is closing bracket, then hit enter on your keyboard. Here we go. We have a new space to pass in our code. Or where are you gonna get that code? From wishlist.css, as you can see. This one that says wishlist-icon.css, this exact one. Open it again with any text editor. Then let me copy the whole thing, yeah. Copy the whole code inside it. I'm looking at the other monitor, I apologize. And then simply paste it at the bottom of the base.css in a completely new space. Then click on save button. We almost finished. Not yet, just not yet. Click on the search bar again that we did use to find base and type in this time header, as you can see, and click on this file that says header.liquid. As you can see, click on it, and in here we need to find a specific section. To find that section, click on the code just like you want to write something or write anything. Then simply on your keyboard, if you are using Windows, click on Control F. I'm on Mac, I'm going to click on Command F and it will show me this prompt right here at the bottom of the page. And in here, we need to paste in a code that we need to find on my website. Simple, right? So I made everything very simple. So please, if this video helped you out, help me out, press that like button and leave me a comment. Any comment. Insult me or talk to me, I will reply actually in any comment. So make sure to keep that in mind. I reply to every comment. So you want to talk to me, you want to reply. If you reply to any comment, I will reply to you. So leave me a comment, please. Anyway, let's just get back to the tutorial. Select the code in green. As you can see, I did highlight it in green. Select the code in green, copy it, get back in here and simply paste it in the prompt. Then hit enter on your keyboard. Here it is. We found it. The next thing you're going to do after you found it, get back again to the website. So now simply click on this icon to copy this code below. Click on this icon. Here it is. It's copied. Now we need to paste in this code front of the section that we did find. You see the section that we did find, this one, we need to paste it front of it. If there is no space, make sure to click add space first, then simply paste that one line of code and we will get back in here. Keep that in mind. Click on save for now and we will get back in here. Actually, I will keep this open. I'm gonna open a new one for Shopify dashboard because the next thing we're going to do is we need to create the page because we didn't create it. We just passed the template code for it. And to do so, simply you see online store below themes, it says pages. Click on pages and after that it will show you the pages you have. I only have contact us page. Then click on add new page as you can see. Then simply name it wishlist. Here it is. I type it wishlist, just like that. And on template here, click on default page and click on wish list. That's very important. Click on wish list and above the second one says hidden visibility. Click on visible, just like you see. And after that, click on save. Yeah, now we're good to go. Now we need to click on view button. As you can see, it says view. Click on it and it will open the page. Then simply, oh, here it is. Copy the code, copy the URL for it and get back in here and replace the previous one. As you can see, this one, it says shopify.com pages wishlist. Remove this one, but make sure to pass URL between the quotes. If you didn't pass the URL between the quotes, it will not work. So simply pass it in here. You're good to go. Make sure to keep the quotes between URL. That's very important. Click on save. I think now we are done with the code. We don't have to handle the code anymore. Get back in here, then click on customize section because we didn't finish. One last step. And after that, click on home page at the top of the page. Then click on the products and select the default product template you're using. I'm using the default one. And after that, let me switch to another cleaner product. This one has so much description. Let me switch to this one. Yeah, and in here, we need to add the button that says add to wishlist. Simple. Click on the plus button right here, as you can see, or actually any section you want it. If you want it like above here, click on this plus button. If you want it below here, like a plus button below here, anywhere you want. In my case, I'm gonna add it in here. And after that, click on custom liquid option in here, as you can see. Simply click on it and it will show you the custom liquid. And where are you gonna get the custom liquid from? From the files you downloaded. Here it is. It says custom liquid wishlist. I name it, as I said, I name it every file accordingly so you don't get confused. Please hit that like button, leave me a comment again, please. So simply open this one with any text editor, just like you see, and copy the whole code inside it. Then simply paste it in here. As you can see, it will show up. Here it is, as you can see. Click on save. We didn't finish yet. 1 second. Then after that, click on the button that says add section. As you can see on the left panel this time. Click on it, then search for wishlist. And here it is, you will see the section called wishlist that we did add. Click on it. And here is the wishlist button. It's interactive, as you can see, once you hover over it. By the way, everything you see on this product page, I added in tutorials. Completely free again. So in here, you can enable or disable this button, as you can see. And you can pick where you want the button to be shown. Top right corner in here in case, or at the bottom right corner in here, as you can see. In my case, I'm gonna keep it in the middle right, which looks perfect. And you can actually resize this if you want to make it bigger, larger, as you can see, more obvious, or make it smaller. like cleaner like this, yeah, 1.1 is perfect for me. And the border radius, if you want to make it like rounded borders more or less. And the font size, if you want to increase the font size inside the widget, the button, sorry, as you can see. And of course the colors, button background color, button background hover color, text hover color, heart, you can change the heart color, or on the hover change to white, you can change that color too. Every option it has here. And click on save. Yeah, now we're almost done. Everything is ready now. Reload the page, you see now nothing, right? If I reload the page, here it is. Add the wishlist, it's already in the wishlist because we added it before. And here is the button, as you can see, the hover, the floating button. And here is the icon, as you can see, if I click on it, to the wishlist. And you can add that wishlist if you want on the menu here, or drop down menu, or anywhere you want. In my case, I'm gonna keep it as icon because it looks way better, as you can see. And this is how the wishlist looks like. And that's how you add a complete functional wishlist system on your Shopify store without using any applications. And I did spend some really good times on this to build it. So please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Drop me a comment below. I will reply to you. I reply to each comment. And also, if you need any help, just drop me a comment. I will be happy to help you out. But for now, I think my job is done. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.